the time is ticking. We are not very far away from the day we will know who are all the players that are going to be retained by all the IPL teams. In today's video, we are going to look at the Lucknow Super Giants. I am Anish and I have Pranay Rajiv with me. Pranay, so what do you think Sanjeev Goenka and his team are going to do?
I think we have timed this video to near perfection because earlier today, Crickbus and then Cricinfo have reported that Lucknow Super Giants are going to retain 5 players, and surprisingly or not surprisingly, KL Rahul is not part of that 5. They are going to, as per the reports, they are going to retain Nicholas Puran. They are going to retain pace sensation Mayank Yadav, Ravi Bishnoi, who they had drafted initially when the team was originally formed, and then 2 uncapped players in the form of Ayush Badoni and Mohsin Khan. Mohsin Khan is a player they rate extremely high, left-arm pacer who did really well in the first season, but then got injured and then made a comeback last year. So these are the 5, as per reports. These are the 5 players they will retain going into the auction. So by not retaining KL Rahul, they're probably marking a shift in strategy, or they're indicating that they want to move on. They want to move on to a different style of play, or they want to find a new captain probably. Captaincy is another issue which we should address. If KL Rahul is not there, then will they give captaincy to Nicholas Puran, or will they try to find a new captain from the auction pool? It will depend a lot on what other teams' retentions are or what other teams' plans are. But as of now, I think it's certain that Mayank Yadav is going to be retained. That's one player they're hoping to build the future on. What do you feel, Anish?
Correct, yeah. So because he made his debut, they missed out on the 4 crore retention. That would have been a steal for them. But I think they know that it's a long-term investment. There's nothing wrong in investing upwards of 11-14 crores for Mayank Yadav. Nicholas Puran, again, straightforward retention. Probably one of the best T20 batters in the world at the moment, along with Heinrich Klaasen. But Ravi Bishnoi seems a little... maybe it's because the Indian wrist spin is not some commodity that is available in plenty. They had retained him for 4 crores when the team was formed. He was an uncapped player then, but since then he's played for the country. So that maybe they could have used an RTM on Bishnoi. And talking about RTMs, there are still players like Quinton de Kock, Krunal Pandya. You think they'll be looking to catch them in the auction?
If you look at the type of players they have opted to retain, or reportedly opted to retain. So they have Mayank Yadav and Mohsin Khan, 2 fast bowlers, right arm, left arm. So that's a done deal. Then they have Ravi Bishnoi and then Ayush Badoni, lower order batter.
Correct.
Nicholas Puran, again middle order batter. So there seems to be a hole up top the order. So that is a perfect spot for a player like Quinton de Kock. So he is almost exclusively playing franchise leagues across the world.
True.
So and he's almost always in form. Keeps on delivering consistently. So they could possibly use an RTM on Quinton de Kock, or they can probably go for Marcus Stoinis, considering that he's an fast bowling all-rounder and a very stable top order batter for LSG over the last 3 years. Again, Krunal Pandya, another interesting option. If they use an RTM on Krunal Pandya, that would mean they would have to go out of the way to buy a brand new top order. There won't be a lot of options around, considering that most teams would like to retain their top order batters, or at least either through retention or RTM. So LSG in that scenario, they have to use an RTM on de Kock to form a proper spine.
Correct. So when they made their first team, as soon as they were formed, there were a lot of all-rounders. So they had 4 or 5 all-rounders: Deepak Hooda, Krunal Pandya, Jason Holder, Marcus Stoinis. So the number 4 to number 7 consist of a lot of all-rounders. So
including the Gambhir.
Yeah. So this it will be interesting to see what strategy they go for the auction this time. So if there's a clear change in captaincy, are they going to completely dissolve their strategy and go for something brand new? That's something we'll have to wait and see when the auction unfolds in late November. Thank you for joining us. Stay tuned for such similar retention videos from all the other IPL teams as well. And make sure you catch all the content we put out on Sportstar regarding IPL, the retentions, the auctions and everything.